Yo, what up guys, Mysterious here, and we're back with a new video. Ahri MID is this time on the how to beat series list, and we're gonna go straight into it. Strengths and weaknesses. Ahri has a lot of wave control with her abilities. She's also very strong with her ult. She has a lot of catch potential with her E. She's very versatile since she can have different identities in the game, and she really likes to shove and move due to her strong wave control. Her weakness is she has not that strong of early lane. She has pretty low DPS, so she's usually not a 1v9 carry in the late game. She's quite weak without ult. Of course, she has skill shots, so she's able to miss abilities, and she is medium-low range, so she kinda has to get into it to dish out some damage. So what does Ahri really want to do? Ahri wants to play for level 6, and after that she wants to shove and move and play with her ult. She wants to play with her jungler, skirmish and roam with her ult, and possibly get a side laner ahead and facilitate a win condition. How can we use this information to beat her? Well, since she's quite weak in lane, we can really dominate her in lane, especially before level 6. If we pick a lane bully like Victor, we can just poke her out and she cannot respond with her traits, and we can basically pin her down and make her lose XP so she goes behind in lane. We also really like to trade ults with Ahri, because Ahri is such an ult reliant champion. If we trade our ultimates with her, we will get a net value worth out of it, because she's so ult reliant and most of the other champs in mid are not that ult reliant. We also want to pin her down in mid, so poke her out in lane, chunk her out, make sure that she doesn't have the HP to really go for one of those good roams. We also want to play around her cooldowns. Again, we always want to play around the cooldowns. Ahri E is 14 seconds level 1, and she usually doesn't max at second but third. So it's quite a long cooldown, and if she throws out a charm in E, we got 14 seconds in the lane to do whatever we want. Also, her ult cooldown, another big cooldown that we want to play around. Gank her. Ahri, especially without ult, is not mobile at all. She is like one of those champions that seem mobile on the map, but she's actually very vulnerable, and she is not mobile at all. So she's very free gank, pre-level 6, and without ult, definitely ping your jungler to come get her. And as a final note, Ahri plays are all about her ult. It's all about Ahri's ult. If she doesn't have ult, we want to make a play. If she does have ult, she will want to make a play. To continue, examples of champions that are good and are not good into Ahri. First of all, LeBlanc. LeBlanc beats her in lane. LeBlanc trades ults very well, and she's very good at matching the shove and move style from Ahri. Also Victor. Victor beats Ahri even harder in the early lane. I will have an example of this after this slide, where Ahri's just really struggle. Victor just walks up, gets them low, and forces them onto a bad reset. And when Ahri is low, she isn't really able to roam, and that makes Victor a pretty decent pick into Ahri. Then lastly, Yasuo. Ahri has skill shots. Yasuo fucks with champions that have skill shots with his wind wall, and also he can just go onto Ahri whenever in the lane and just all in her, force out her ult, and it's very hard for Ahri to play against Yasuo. So why do you not want to pick Galio, Echo, or Xerath? Champs like those. For example, Galio and Echo are very linear champs that also like to shove and move. Ahri likes linear champs because she can just charm them in their linear ability and be safe basically. She also has faster wave clear, more wave control than these two champions. So she basically does what these two champions do, but then better. And Xerath, because Xerath likes to pin another champion down a lane, Ahri just shoves the wave and moves from the lane. And Xerath cannot really respond to that. So we're gonna jump into an example of Faker playing Victor into Ahri, and we're gonna see what he does. Alright, we're starting with the runes, very aggressive setup from Faker. Ahri into inspiration. He wants to bully her out of lane. We also see instantly that he really likes to walk up. He's not afraid to take these heavy trades, and he's just bullying her. He knows his Q with the shield is much more powerful than whatever Ahri can throw at him, and he's very, very happy to take these trades. And Ahri basically already gets to the point where she's so low that she cannot even contest the minions. And Faker plays beautifully around her W cooldown and walks up whenever he has Q. And this puts so much pressure onto the Ahri. And this is exactly how we want to play an early lane into Ahri like this. Gets level 2, gets the chunk, and basically already forces Ahri out on a bad reset. So this is an amazing start. So Ahri takes the L, takes a bad reset, misses a few creeps. Faker's completely happy with that. Sadly, he messed up some of his CS, so he's only able to get some boots. If he would have gotten a Doran's ring for the lane, that would be way better. But we take the base, we're still up a bit, and Ahri's taking a wave right now. We're now slowly just looking to still get that poke off, although it's a bit harder right now. Since our Ahri has the wave advantage. Just throwing out some E's and possibly some Q's if we're allowed to. But the main thing is that we make sure that we don't really get chunked here and that we can play with the bounced wave again. So Ahri uses her DMAT to push the cannon. That means she basically gets a free reset here. That's well played by Ahri because Ahri basically avoids the lane by doing this. Faker cancels her base. That's actually insane because otherwise Faker would have been somewhat stuck in lane with this bounced wave. But now Faker is able to shove this one out himself and actually take a reset himself to match Ahri's strength. So now he's got a Doran's and he's able to start bullying her a bit again. Lands E. Lands another E. And there's very little that Ahri can do about this, just landing these E's all the time. Sadly, takes a charm to the face, but it doesn't really matter because Ahri had no other abilities up. And right now, Faker is slowly starting to close in on level 6, while Ahri, because she took a bad base, doesn't have that level 6 power spike yet. So Faker uses this beautifully, walks up, just ults her, and basically chunks her. So even though Ahri is 1 million of 6, she cannot roam right now with her ult power spike. And this is exactly how you want to pin an Ahri down into lane. So to continue, Ahri stays, gets a plant, but Faker still is gonna bully her out slowly, hits those E's, and as you see, Ahri drops low again. Faker pushes. Ahri is into 1 E range because Faker hits everything. Great stuff. Gets ganked. Ahri shares some XP. Shoves the wave, gets into reset. Comes back. And right now, Ahri did have an opportunity to roam. She didn't use it. So what would be the mindset of Faker right now? Okay, I got my ult. I'm stronger than her. Boom. Let's chunk her out. Let's see what he does. He walks up. Plays W. Ahri greets. Boom. Ult. Trading ults. Beautiful. It's gorgeous. This is exactly what you want to do. So we get ganked on mid lane here. That's unfortunate. Get a return kill 1 for 1. Not too bad. But the premise stands. It shows how we can beat an Ahri by just consistently beating her in lane and pinning her down in lane. Ahri has not had opportunities yet, so this is exactly what we want. And if we can replicate this, we should be in a very good spot against Ahri. So thank you guys for watching. This was the how to beat Ahri video, and I would really like to know which champion would like to see next week. So leave it down below in the comments, and I wish you all a great day. Bye bye.